right, welcome everybody. My name's CyborgPrime and this is my channel. And today we're going to be working on adding more detail to the Traveler Virtual Scout Ship. I've already done the staterooms and a little bit of the bridge. Last time we worked on the workshop, and today we're going to be working on the crew commons. I have with me Double A, who's one of the developers from Core. He's looking over my shoulder today. He's joined me in the Discord, and you can join me in the Discord too. Hop on over to the Discord channel. The link is in the description. Alrighty, so let's get started. All right, here's the ship. And let's see, here's the this is going to be the lounge. So well, let's just go across the hall and we'll see what we did last time. It's just some pretty simple work. So last time I added this 3D printer, the workbench, and these
is my audio coming through?
Medkits.
Music?
Is your audio coming through?
Like I'm playing music on my end, just making
No,
sure I'm not.
no, I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Good.
Speaking of which, hey Orwellian Horseman, how are things coming through? Or is my audio coming through and everything's good? And can you hear Double A? Just want to make sure before I continue and like do like 30 minutes with like absolute silence on the audio stream.
It has happened to me way too many times recording.
Yeah.
Just muted, talking to no one.
Yeah, I've done that before. I did that in the first one. I had to go back and like delete the entire beginning. All right, so well, I'm not getting any feedback from the folks in the stream, so I guess everything's good. No one's going, hey, I can't hear anything. All right, so I've already made, well, I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna put like a counter over here and some cabinets, and over there we'll have couches and a TV. I don't know what else to put in here. Dartboard, ping pong table, I don't know.
This is like a break room.
Yeah, this is the break room basically for the ship. I actually made a couch. It's one of my first things on Core, so I'm just gonna import that.
Do you have any like references you're using?
Yeah, the layout of the ship is the same layout as my starship deck plans for Traveler. So there's a role-playing game called Traveler. It's like D&D, but it's sci-fi. And there's like some classic ships. This is my redesign of one of the classic scout ships. You probably heard, well, since the pandemic, well, this has been around for a while, virtual tabletop. But since the pandemic, it's become really popular. What it is basically a shared desktop where all the players can join in from around the world, and they all see a common map or play like a playing table. They see their playing pieces on the table. If somebody rolls dice, everybody sees the dice rolling. You can connect your character sheet up to it so that when you want to attack, you just click your gun button and it automatically rolls the dice and figures out the damage and depletes your ammo. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And so that community needs maps for sci-fi adventures. So I made my own. Let's take on the classic ships and put them out. So I have a line of those that you can get from Drive-Thru RPG or Roll20 Marketplace or from my website. And the links are down in the description thing down there if you want to go check them out. And
so you sell them, correct?
oh yes,
Nice.
yeah. So and they range in price. The smallest ship I think is like $1.50, and the biggest ship is $20. The medium sized ships I think are $2 or $3. They're comparable to buying like a car model or something, you know, at the hobby shop. So and you can, you know, reuse them and decorate them. One popular thing that people have done is they add personal flair to the ship, like they add their own furniture and stuff. For instance, my players, the doctor on board the ship actually comes from a low-tech world, and so he walks around in suspenders and like old-timey clothes, and in his room he has like a wooden desk and like a log to sit on or something, and like a old granny's bedspread, you know, on his bed. And then another guy has like, he likes cigars and drinks, so in his room he has a humidor and a bar. So everybody made their own little they made their own quarters and decorated it with their own personal flair, so that it's kind of funny because, you know, it's like sci-fi dollhouses for 50-year-old guys, but hey, it's a thing. Who knew?
Kind of like that.
Yeah, right. And so anyway, I was like, you know, I've been playing this game. I just turned 54, and I've been playing this game since I was 15, and
Wow.
it's been out since the late 70s. I didn't get started until halfway through high school in the mid 80s. But one of the things like I've always wondered about is like, what if I could walk around inside one of these things? What would it be like? Is there really enough room in there to turn around and stuff? And so I figured, well, you know, I've just been in course since October, and I figured this would be like aside from my learning project, which is the dungeon, you know, the Crucible dungeon, started out as just the haunted keep from the old D&D basic rules, like sample dungeon. And anyway, that evolved into the Crucible, which is going to be multiple levels. I'm actually also working on that. I'll be doing that tomorrow on my other channel, which is Make Your Own RPG on YouTube, or makeyourownrpg.com online. So tomorrow I'll be, I think, adding hammers. Last week we did two-handed axes, so tomorrow I think we do two-handed hammers. And then I'm going to start developing the next couple of level maps for that, because I'm getting a lot of emails and stuff on the side of people interested in that, which is surprising to me, but I'm happy for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can give people what they're asking for, and get that going. Anyway, all right. So here's the sofa.
Is it a regular gravity inside the ship?
Yeah, the in Traveler, your ships have well, you have different technology levels, and and the ships can at 10th level, I think it's 10th, there's anti-gravity, or 11. Tech level 10 or 11 is anti-gravity, and so, or gravity manipulation. And so by tech level 12, which is what most of these ships are, anti-gravity has been mastered. And so it's just like, you know, people have, if you ever saw the original Dune, Baron Harkonnen floating around with his gravity belt, that's like a common trope in sci-fi, these grav belts.
You know, I started that movie, Dune, the original, and
Mhm.
I could not watch past once those armor shield things came up on the
Mhm.
screen. I was like, I can't get into this visual effects for this movie.
Yeah, it was hard. That the movie that I ended up really liking, I didn't like the original movie, and the recent movie is okay, but the one that I really like is the miniseries that was on the Sci-Fi channel, because Dune is it's a long book, and you can't just tell it in like a 3-hour movie, and the miniseries is like 6 hours long.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. I'm not sure I'm not good at interior decorating, but just put that in there for now. And let's see, I think there's a big TV. Double, have you been doing any? You do streams too over on the core channel. Have you done any this week or recently?
I haven't done any recently. I've been doing some events with the community, like co-working and playtesting. So, I
Awesome.
get to work with people in the community, and then we get to play each other's projects. So, yep, we do those weekly, so nothing special. But
Okay.
yeah, I usually try to do some more specific workshops. Teach people about certain things.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Um,
You're doing like primarily programming workshops, or just say whatever's needed, or
Yeah, anything that, maybe it's relevant, like just came out a feature. Um, but yeah, my forte is teaching people intro to programming. That's what I enjoy doing the most.
yeah, I've learned a lot from you programming wise. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
Most appreciated. The next thing I'm going to want to get into is like programming my own API, because I want to expand the NPC kit. I want to expand the combat
Yeah,
and just start
that is,
start doing my own thing.
no, that's always a monster to tackle, the NPC AI. But it's super important to have like a really good game, so I'm also kind of getting into that right now.
Let's see. One cool thing that I really like about Core is all of the models. It's got a crap ton of models. A lot of people I've seen on some of the bulletin boards they just spend their time belly aching and crying about having to kit bash everything. But honestly, you can kit bash almost everything, anything, and if you're clever about it, it doesn't even look like you did it. Oh, I just saw they rolled out like a Cyber Neo Tokyo or something. Man, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's a really cool city.
I guess I missed the
Big fan.
announcement on that. Is that tied to anything or?
Yeah, so we have like a collaboration with it's like a crypto, or I don't even know what to call them, community that have NFTs, and they want to make a game with us. Experience, like, if you have a token, you can become this biker or whatever.
Gotcha. That's cool.
So, yep, they got a hub world now, and they're creating game. I think maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but I think they released a trailer for it.
Oh.
I don't think anyone really cares, but
Hey, cool.
don't get me in trouble.
Yeah,
You
no,
heard
I heard nothing.
Yeah, a lot of these like oh, sorry, I was gonna say the NFT communities want like experiences, so their tokens actually mean something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I was really interested in doing some stuff with NFTs. I mean, I just got into them till, I dabble in lots of stuff, and it actually started, I was on Teespring and I was looking at making coffee cups and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, how about an NFT?" And I was like, "What's that?" And so I started looking into that, and then simultaneously I was kind of coming back to Core, and there was all this stuff like about NFTs, and so I decided, and then I got kind of recruited into the NFT boot camp, and so yeah, I made a bunch of NFTs, and then I learned how to load them into Core and make an art gallery, and then my brain started cranking on how I can use those NFTs as like basically trading cards, or like maybe down the line I could make a sci-fi game, and you could own installations like a mining colony, and it would have statistics that would that would be conveyed in the game, as far as like what could be made there and stuff, or I don't know, or you could own spaceships or cosmetic stuff. I don't know exactly how to do it. Like I said, I'm new to Core. I'm just tinkering. I wanted to think of maybe a way to integrate NFTs with the Crucible, Kind of like how the turbine store is for like Lord of the Rings Online, or like how I don't know what the store is called for World of Warcraft, but basically as a way of funding my project, you could go get the NFT that's the gold key that opens all the gold locks, for instance, or like opens up new areas of the dungeon that you can't get to, or gives you a special cosmetic weapon, or I don't know, whatever people are interested in. I don't really know what the market is interested
Yeah, no, there's I definitely feel like there's something there that can be done with NFTs and gaming. And I hope it's the next, gold mine, but right now, yeah, it seems a little too mysterious at the moment for my liking.
in.
Fully invest in it myself, but
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be purchasing them. I would be making them.
right. Same.
Yeah, because number one, I'm terrible about collectibles and stuff. I bought some. I worked at a comic book shop when I was younger, and I got a bunch of like really good, supposedly, like valuable Spider-Mans and stuff. But it turns out that they printed so many of them that they're not really valuable. So, yeah. I'm looking at these cabinets, and these looks like they have drawers and stuff that open. That might be cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Another
It's
thing I kind of noticed. Say again?
No, I said they have a sci-fi look to them a little bit.
Yeah. Just make the front white as well, or just
It's
something.
like a medicine cabinet. That's what I'm getting.
One thing I noticed was that the default size of the human is puts you at 2 meters, which is kind of tall for a human.
Oh yeah, what's that? 6 feet?
A little, yeah, no.
Isn't 1 meter 3 feet or no?
It's a little bit more. You're actually like 6'3" or something if you go 2 meters.
Oh, that is pretty tall.
Yeah, and the average human is like 5'7", 5'8",
Is he?
something like
Wow.
that. Yeah. So I had to go back and make my my spawner, because I want to make this not exactly to scale, but mostly. So I had to set the spawner to spawn everybody at 0.8, I think.
You change the size of the player?
Yeah, I changed the size of the player and then scaled everything to that. Like the vehicles need to be scaled down a little bit too, because they're a little bit overly big.
Huh.
Because they're meant to accommodate a 2 meter person.
Right.
Another super cool thing about Core is the way you can just pop right in, and here's all the stuff I just added to the room. Rapid prototyping is just amazing. Core.
Right. That's definitely a huge plus.
Okay, well, whatever this is, it looks like it's just a. All right, it's just a pre-made. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure they have any cabinets that open.
Yeah, I just
like
see that they're kits. They're just templates, I guess. Yeah, made up
I mean,
of
they're
other
ready
pieces.
They have the, things separated, so you can add that functionality, but
Whoop.
you need some magic coding. Almost looks like a microwave from the side.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might be able to make this into kind of a microwavey thing. Sure. Let me just, I think what I'm going to do is start out with just a counter. Now, I had a discussion with somebody about space. You're not going to want anything with sharp corners in case things start tossing and turning.
Oh yeah, that too.
So I'm going to put, whoa, I'm going to put rounded edges on it. Okay, folks, I see some people piling up in the viewer land. Welcome to the kitbashing of the Traveler Shipping Court. You can walk around on my ship right now. Just go to the website, www.cyberprime.com/scoutship, and you'll see all the details about this project there, along with the link for downloading the core metaverse engine, and which is free, and getting on core, making a core account, which is also free. You'll need a decent gaming computer to run core. Not too bad, actually. It's pretty. I was actually able to run core on my Surface Pro. So.
Oh, there you go.
Oops. It's called. There's a plastic material that's just like plastic mat. There we go. All right, counter. I could take that, and I think actually there might have been a thing that was like a microwave. There's even a microwave. Oh yeah, the for people who are new to core, man, it's a really, really great and supportive community. They have people will humor you and play your crappy game on the, until you get better on the and even when you get better on their game test nights, and there's tons of like helpful people on their forums, and yeah, so if you're interested in developing or checking out core, totally worth it. Super friendly and helpful folks over there. Right, I don't mind if it's going in a little bit, and maybe a sink. Okay, this is kind of what I was looking for before. What do we got? This little slider down here lets you zoom in and changes the size of the tiles. Let's see. This might be convertible into something. This or just sync by itself. They're kind of tiny, although there's that one. Might be able to just put it in there. Who knows where the water goes when it drains? Who cares? And what I'm gonna have to do here is just make this shorter. This tool is pretty awesome, honestly. It looks like I'm just gonna have to use the. Whoa! Come back. I have to use the pre-made. So Double A, how long have you been, you're a core employee or
yes, I was hired, let's see, 2021 in October, so about a year and a few months.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm mainly in charge of creating tutorials, running workshops, boot camps, teaching people about core. That's the goal.
Awesome. Hey folks, if you have any questions about what's going on with Core or what's going on with me or anything going on with the ship, pop it in the you might want to center that a little bit. Pop those questions in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. Might change the size of this panel because it actually goes to the edge of the bathroom. And I might just put a regular panel in here. So I don't know why. I don't like those. I like things kind of looking centered. And that looks weird to me. Why don't you just leave things alone?
Yeah, I have ADHD for that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
Needs to be perfect.
Blame it on the ADD. My theme song. Sail. It's good. And because Core is so awesome and easy to use, I just duplicated the wall and I'm going to put it here and then I'm just going to resize it and then we'll have bathroom wall. It. I can revisit lights and stuff another time if I want to fix some of the lights. Which reminds me, I need to fix the lights in my dungeon. It's like, you know, it's my learner project, so I messed up a lot of stuff because I didn't know any better. One cool, another cool thing about Core is you can just, if you mess up, you could just fix it when you do know better. Not that hard. I'm gonna have to add also in the Crucible. I want to add a selector for what checkpoint you want to restore to when you come back to the game. That way, if you're playing with somebody who's not as high a level as you, maybe start out on the first, put yourself on the first level, or put yourself on whatever level they're already at. Play with your friends without having to put a first level guy, you know, joining you on the 10th level of the dungeon. Stuck. That looks all right. Have a look. Might have to make those counters a little bit wider, or make the sink narrower. For now, let's make the. It'll be easier to do this. Whoops. I think I can do both. And there's a snap. I usually turn it. You need to turn it off when you're doing fine stuff like this, otherwise it'll snap. I thought these were both the same size. Silly. Yeah, usually Extreme Strategy comes in and keeps me company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a familiar name, I know.
Yes, he runs. He also has a YouTube channel where he does Warcraft Total War, Warhammer Total War. He does Warhammer Total War mods. All right, that's good. You can also go here and Okay, I'll copy one to the other. Oh, that's- All right, now this should be the same size. Very cool tool. These, I don't want these to look wood. So, stick. Do we use knobs in the future? Probably.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
say no.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the no on that. Oh no, we can't get rid of the door without the knob. Alright, that's fine.
I feel like you wouldn't even have doors.
Yeah.
Nothing would be underneath.
Alright,
Or
let's just
nothing.
get rid of these.
No.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Yes, I do want to do that. Alright. We probably just take this counter thing. I don't want the whole sink. No, have the whole sink. Alright, that's alright. I will do something else. Just what I did in the other lounge is I just kind of, well, you know what? I could make these look. This might look like cabinets if I extend them down the floor. That, sir. Oh, I know. Come on, Cyborg, get your fingers working. Now you see what I'm doing, huh? And then I just can't believe like how easy this is. Mind-boggling easy. And then in here I could just put shelves or something. Let's see. Right. No, that looks. I could just make another one of these and put it underneath. Oh, whoops. Out to scale, that looks right. All right. What else is coming together? Let's see, what else should we have in our rec room?
I forget. I was watching a sci-fi or a space movie, and they had these treadmills that would go in circles like a hamster wheel.
Oh,
Is that-
yeah.
No, that's pretty out of.
That might take
topic.
up a lot of, well, yeah, that might take up a lot of space in here. Since
But-
there's artificial gravity in here, and, well, I guess you
Yeah.
do need some exercise. Because you're like trapped on, the ship takes like a week in hyperspace to go anywhere. So,
Yeah, maybe like a treadmill. Or,
yeah, treadmill.
But if I was gonna do a treadmill in space, I'd have like holograms all around me, so like I'm running through the forest.
Right,
makes sense.
right, yeah. I saw like a hologram material. I haven't played with it, but you want to see the TV.
Or you could have
Let's-
one of those fancy ones that like tuck into the roof, and it drops down like a projector.
Oh, this thing, yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I want to make all of these things interactive eventually, so like that could be an option. Things that fold up. There's an example of a fold-up restroom thing. This is like the restroom design. So you have like a, let's see, but that would be like a slide-out toilet, slide-out sink, slide-out shower head. Up there. Let's see.
So you can use the toilet and take a shower at the same time.
Yeah. So fun to be a spaceman. You can just poop wherever you want. All right, that came out looking all right. Maybe some. Oh, I saw some cool like propaganda posters, like join core and stuff. That might be something to add in here for paintings, maybe of scenes. How many? You can import your own graphics into like your core storage account, right?
Yeah, import your own graphics.
Yeah, you have like a core storage area where you can keep brushes.
Oh, like the media library where you can
Yeah. Like I could make a let's say a picture of a landscape and then save it in there and then apply it to a, put it in here. I think that's how I made some. There's a way to like get your own logo and stuff into your game, or bring in your own graphics. I think it's through that method.
Yeah. No, you're correct.
And then do you make that into a world living interface object, or what? How do you get that into your game?
So once you have the brush with your image, you then now it's like accessible through the core content, and so that means you can get a world UI container, which allows you to put UI elements into the 3D
Right.
environment.
I think I've done that before.
Yeah, and then you just get a UI image and change the property to your brush.
Awesome. Building UI in this is so easy. On top of that, is there a coffee table thing? Oh no, we got to make our own shapes. This upside down, or stick with the chamfered cube. Oh. The one thing I find handy is I'm not showing it on the stream, but I have in my other screen images of like futuristic break rooms and coffee tables and whatnot. So I'm just not busting these ideas out of my brain. Actually, that's probably good enough. And then how? Probably just want it to. Get to turn this now. And like sci-fi. That kind of looks sci-fi. Let's do this. Come on, fingers. I got my fingers off the like home position on modeling. Parts here. Ready. Folks just joining us, welcome. My name's CyborgPrime. I like sci-fi stuff, this is my channel. Building something, building a traveler scout ship in Core, which is this really cool metaverse building engine where you can get on there and make your own games, and it's built on the Unreal Engine. Has an extensive API, and looks are super nice. That give you a lot of support. There's game test nights where people submit their games and test it with other core creators and kind of give it the once over before you publish it. Get feedback. It's super valuable. So I thought it'd be fun to share this with other traveler enthusiasts. I also one of the classic things about travelers, they have this lore, a little bit of lore on their original box set, where it's a ship calling out for help for a Mayday. It's under attack and they're running out of oxygen, yada yada. And so I thought, Star Wars has Star Wars Day, May the 4th or whatever, but it would be cool if Traveler had Traveler Day. And since it's, and that should be May 1st because it's Mayday. And so for the past 5 years, I've been hosting the Traveler Mayday event on Mayday. And I'm in the planning phases of it right now. I've got the first, the keynote speaker so far is going to be Matthew Sprange, the publisher, the owner of Mongoose Publishing that publishes the Traveler game under the current license. I'm gonna see if I can get Mark Miller, the guy who originally, along with a team of other developers back in the 70s, developed the original Traveler game, and see if he wants to join us. He came in, sat for an interview the first couple of years, but now that's he's been busy the past couple of years, but maybe he'll either join us or send us a message from the Emperor for this one, since it's the 5th annual milestone. He's super cool. Now you could just select all these things. You don't have to do this one at a time. I don't know honestly why I'm doing it one at a time. Maybe just for illustration purposes. Right. And then another thing I should always get in the habit of doing is joining these things all into a group. And then actually I'm going to do some advanced modeling things in another video, but I've decided that to just do all the geometry in client context, and then put a bounding box around it in default context. That way it's a nice intricate looking model, but it doesn't have the overhead of the complicated bounding box. It just needs to be a rectangle over this, right? Hey folks, if anybody has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat over on YouTube, or if you want to join in the live stream, you're welcome to come join us over on the Discord. All the links to me and all my stuff are down there in the chat, and I appreciate you dropping in, so thanks a lot. And I have with me is my hangout guest today. Dropped in and I'm glad he did. Double A from Core, he's helped me with a lot of programming stuff, and super generous, nice guy. Hosts a bunch of the stuff on the Core Academy and regular Core Discord. Let's see, I'm kind of liking this. Let's have a look. I want to overdo it. What else? Should I put like a ping pong table in here, like over here, or like I don't know, bar? That's kind of over here. Cabinets up top. What else?
Have you ever been to those arcades that have like a hanging VR headset?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That'd be fun.
Um,
There's a good VR headset on what's it called? Community content.
Community content. All right, I'll check that out. Let me think. I'm just trying to think about anything obvious that I'm forgetting.
People will be eating here, or what's the?
Yeah, people be hanging out here because your rooms are so small, and actually the original
Oh yeah, bit cramped.
Yeah, they're kind of cramped. So it's common to
eat like a dining table.
Yeah, oh yeah, dining table.
Unless there's like a food hall somewhere else. Like
Nope, this would be it. So maybe right there or something. It could be something that folds down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Or let's see, where would I put some seats?
Yeah, something attached to the wall would be cool. Just like comes down.
Let's try.
I feel like everything is going to be like space conscious because you're in a small ship.
Right.
Make the best out of everything.
So these things would be just like on a swivel on the wall.
Right.
Let me see if there's any cool shapes I can make into like weird chairs. It's like an S-shaped thing. Something that could be maybe that could be made into a chair. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, no. Pay attention. While I'm looking at this chair, I would like to do an recommendation for the chair I'm currently sitting in, which is the Respawn gaming chair. It sucks. It's probably the worst chair I've ever owned.
You're talking about the one in core content?
No, a chair that I'm actually sitting in real life. It sucks.
Oh. Is it one of those what are those called? DX racers or whatever?
Yeah, it's a Respawn, I think is the name of the company, but man, it's just awful. When I got it, the foam in one arm was loose. The foam in the and then the loose arm foam ended up kind of like deflating. So I have one regular arm and one deflated arm, and the whole thing is super wobbly. You have to keep going at it with the hex wrench it came with and like retightening stuff. And it's just not what I expected. It's my first gaming chair, and I read the reviews and everybody liked them, but yeah, I don't know. It seems just too big, like comically big chair. I don't know. it shrinks while you're sitting in it. The back doesn't want to stay up. It's just a piece of crap.
Does not sound ideal.
No.
I'll say that.
And I'm going, why? I want my old office chair back. I thought it was upgrading. Should I attach these to the wall, kind of like McDonald's style? Are
I
they
was gonna say they should
chairs or
work
benches?
just like the table.
Yeah, it's
guess they're the
definitely
same.
nice to have someone in here bouncing ideas off. So thanks for hanging out.
My pleasure. Yeah, I have a hard time listening and working on stuff at the same time, so
Yeah.
apologies if I don't catch something. I'm
I
also
demand your
working
constant attention.
on-
You ain't getting it. Wait, I broke my rule about pointy things. I like those axes lines. It really helps figure out where stuff is. That's back to plastic. How did you find out about Core AA?
Teddy was my old coworker in
Oh,
our
cool.
previous jobs. So he reached out. Let me know they needed another teacher.
Coolness.
I'd never heard about it till then.
Yeah, I heard about. I just got the notification. I've been doing it a little over a year or whatever. Well, the notification came out at the year mark, I suppose. But I come from another well, a string of discontinued MMORPG makers, and a friend of mine saw this advertised on Epic, and because we go back and forth with like the free Epic Game of the Week and stuff, and he mentioned, he said, "Oh, I know that you you know, are into this," and sent this over to me, and I was like, "Wow, this is really cool." So I checked it out, but I didn't really have time to get into it, so I kind of put it down for a long time until this last October, when I figured I might want to look into it to find a new replacement home for myself. And so far, I'm pretty happy with it. If you've noticed, haven't been around on the Core Discord for a while, but I'm not abandoning Core. I'm just catching up on. I'm banking a bunch of articles for my blog, and then I'm going to bank a bunch of videos for this channel. So my goal is to have like one business quarter, so 3 months worth of content banked and scheduled, and then I'll come back to being on Core regularly, because I do want to continue my developing the dungeon crawl and this too. But I noticed when I put this all together a couple years ago, I intended to do videos all year long, and I didn't. I just have like the video for the live stream of the event, of the Mayday event, and it's like 9 hours long. And so I do go back and I separate out all the interviews from all the people that I did and make them their own video. But aside from that, I didn't make any videos this last year. And here we are, coming up, you know, a couple months away from the event again, and I noticed I still don't have any stupid videos. And I intended to do some for some more virtual tabletops. Roll20 is the main one. Those are actually some of the big. This Kitbash is series is like the top videos. Like all of them are the top videos on my channel right now. But what's I gonna say about that? Roll20 videos are my second best, and they're like 2 or 3 years old, and they're still getting top views on my channel. So I was going to make more of those, and also make some that are for Foundry, which is another virtual tabletop that I developed for. But I don't know what happened. I got behind on stuff. I had a mental block for a long time, I think is what it is. I was going to build some UFO deck plans for one of the other publishers who does These Stars Are Ours, which just got renamed to Terra Arisen. And that game is about, it's like XCOM, of UFOs that are stealing people and genetically altering them and stuff like that. So he has a whole set of UFOs, and I just had a mental block about, like, what does an UFO engine room look like? And I couldn't it set me back for months. Until I got that off my plate, I was just stuck. And then I finally finished it, and now I'm ready for more stuff. So I'm also supposed to be putting out maps for Rider, which is a cowboy RPG made by Independence Games. I already made the Sheriff Underwood's office. The map for that's commercially available on DriveThruRPG or my site. But I actually was going to do the entire town of New Liberty, which is like 20 buildings. Like the tavern and the bank and all these things. So, here, down the line. All right, let's see. We've been at this for about an hour. I might we've got a decent amount of stuff in here now. Might just end the stream here while I think about what to do next. We got a lot done in an hour. Like I said earlier, core is super easy to rapidly prototype with. You can bounce in and out of the scene in real time and see how things look and test things out and make sure things are to scale. And yeah, this is really good. So when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to push this out to the server so folks at home can hop in and enjoy what we've added today. Run around inside the ship, check it out, and tune in next time when we work on the engine room. Tune in next time, friends. Yeah, this is the engine room, and this is going to be filled with engines and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's in Traveler, you have like a power plant that provides the energy for the ships, like computers and stuff. And then you have your maneuver drives, which are like the big engines in the back that you steer around space. And then you have your jump drive, which is how you basically go into hyperspace. And so there's got to be room for all of those things in here. And actually, they're all mapped on the original deck plans. I just have to make their core analogs. And I've decided that as long as it's recognizable as a thing, it doesn't have to be the exact thing. Like in the rooms, we have a computer terminal, and in the future they're probably not going to have screens and things. Are going to be holograms, and they're probably won't have keyboards. But the point is that that stuff needs to be recognized as computers by today's players. You can't just have like a weird abstract square or whatever and expect people to just know that's a computer. So I'm okay with them looking the way they are for now. And that's another awesome thing about cores. If you don't like it, you can always go back and change it later. So maybe down the line, if I do come up with a better idea for what computers should look like, I can just replace them all. And then you can make collections of things and copy them freely between projects. So when this ship is done, I'll make a free trader. I'll make a couple different merchant ships, and we'll go from there. And yeah, so that's the plan. And that's it. Does anybody at home have any questions? Looks like everybody bugged out as soon as I started wrapping it up. All right then. Special thanks to my Patreons, my video Patreons, Adrian Morgan, Jeremy Rector, Homer Guolan Joel, and Donald G. Lower. You can help support my travels at patreon.com/CyborgPrime, or come join my ship at any time at cyborgprime.com/scoutship. Until next time, folks, happy traveling.